Hey, Janine Bolin here with the Writer's Hour, Creative Conversations, and I wanted to chat with you today about a book that's brought me a lot of inspiration over the years called Don't Worry, Make Money by Dr. Richard Carlson. Same guy as who wrote Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Anyhow, the late Richard Carlson always has wonderful tips, and so today I wanted to share with you tip number 39, which is change what you can, accept the things you can't. Now, this is kind of a no-duh statement, especially as we all are currently experiencing shelter in place and COVID and all that other fun stuff of 2020. But sometimes, an old book that used to inspire you can inspire you in new ways, especially if there's a different take on it. And I just wanted to share with you this strategy. Dr. Carlson says, this strategy is adopted from the Serenity Prayer that says, in its entirety, Lord, grant me the strength to change the things I can, the serenity to accept the things I cannot, and the wisdom to know the difference. This is an incredibly powerful message. Can you imagine how smoothly your life would run if you would implement this strategy most of the time? In every business, there are things we must deal with. There are things we can change. There were some we have power to control. There are other things that are absolutely beyond our control. Yet how often do we spend our time and energy doing absolutely nothing about the things we do have some control over, while whining and complaining about those things that we can't do anything about? Often because we have our priorities twisted in the wrong direction, we end up chasing our tails and wasting time. Once we change gears, put these factors into proper perspective, and focus only on those things that we actually have some capacity to control, it's easy to get back on track. A friend of mine recently retired from an extremely successful career as a real estate syndication business. He insists that many of his competitors failed in part because of their lack of acceptance of the way things really are. Instead of focusing on what they could and should have been doing, many people spent their time complaining about bureaucracy and trying to get around the rules and regulations. In his words, dealing with bureaucracy is a part of the business. The Securities and Exchange Commission and other governmental agencies are just part of the game. If you moan, bitch, and complain, you're sunk. Similarly, builders must deal with permits, government agencies, environmental and safety factors. Farmers must deal with weather conditions and other factors beyond their control. Corporate people, or small business owners like myself, must deal with ridiculous memos, interminable meetings, and bad bosses. Inevitably, the most successful people in any field are those who dance with the what is part of business instead of struggling against it. Those who fail are often the ones who struggle against the inevitable. It's tempting to focus on aspects of life that are beyond our control. How often do you hear people complaining about taxes? While no one, myself included, likes to pay taxes, and certainly no one should pay any more than he or she is legally required to pay, there's a great deal of wisdom in spending your time creating abundance rather than complaining about taxes. Go ahead and lobby for lower taxes if you must. Voice your opinion if you choose to do so. But once you've done what you can do, let go of it. Know when to quit. Expend your energy doing what you can do. Focus on creation, creativity, positive ideas, solutions. Come up with a new idea, a useful product or service, or a new or improved way of doing something. Improve your existing business. Formulate a new relationship. Make a phone call you've been avoiding. Stop complaining about taxes. Focus instead on making so much money that taxes will seem irrelevant. Do something positive, something you have control over. Once you start thinking in these terms, you'll be amazed at how easy and enjoyable it is to create the abundance you desire and you deserve. So I've been enjoying this book, and I just wanted to share one of these tips with you today. I hope it does help you. I know we're all under a lot of stress, but as business owners, sometimes you just need a little pick-me-up. And so I hope that this helped you today with that. So whether you have subscribed to my newsletter, or you're on my 10 Steps to Abundance program, or you are an author and you would like to be interviewed on a podcast, visit my website and feel free to join us on Facebook with the Writer's Hour, Creative Conversations. Just know that as small business owners, we're going to get through this, and I look forward to you subscribing to my channel and being able to chat with you in the future. Take care now. This is Janine Bolin.